My name is Petula and this is All Things Agile. Hi there! Welcome to video number 3 in a series of 5 for the 5 values of Scrum. We have already talked about courage, we have talked about focus, and today we will talk about respect. Let's hear what the dictionary says. Respect is an act of giving particular attention, a high or a special regard. I add my own notes to it that respect is that thing that allows us to acknowledge our own individuality and celebrate it on others. Respect is understanding that we all have limits. It is really setting the boundaries in and at work. Okay, so what about the impact of having respect in a Scrum team? First, it will tame courage. We depicted courage in the first video as a lion. Well, a lion can bite. And with respect is when we can say things, the things that need to be said, but on a positive light, on an encouraging way. On that note, I would say that it's because we have respect that the team can positively disagree. Now, disagreement is completely normal. It will happen, and it's honestly a place for growth. So making sure that all the voices, all the opinions in the team are valued, are heard, are considered. That is a great mark of internal respect. It won't matter if we're talking about a junior developer, if we're talking about a seasoned professional, they all have their voices, they all have their opinions. And that kind of difference being respected and heard is what makes for is the great makeup of the team. And then there is this other thing called autonomy. Autonomy is a great mark of respect. It plays with the internal dynamics of the team, but also how the team sees and interacts with the external interferences. A team that is given healthy boundaries of autonomy and that is constantly being challenged just a little bit further, just a little bit higher than their level of current maturity is a team that is constantly being pushed to grow. That also means that a team that is respected is a team that is not being overloaded by their management or by a product owner or by a Scrum master. The higher the level of respect for the hard work of the team, the better the team will be able to pull in work whenever they are ready, as opposed to have work being pushed down onto them when someone needs something to be done yesterday. So I like to remember respect as in the trust, the belief that when people are doing something, they are doing the best they can, considering what they know at that time and the circumstances that they are in. Respect is harder to gauge in a quantitative way if you compare with the courage or focus like we did before, just because if people don't feel that the level of respect is really that high, it will be harder for them to own up to it. It kind of like in the intertwined aspect that we saw with the values, if courage is rather low, people might not feel very open to just say the truth about how do they feel about respect. Now, respect that, pun intended, respect this shyness of the team, but do not assume it. Go ahead and ask, and if they are not up to it, that's okay, but you have to slowly get them acclimated and make it normal to be able to ask these questions and engage that. So whenever you can, just shake things up, put the question out there, because sometimes people are just overwhelmed and they don't really pay attention, don't really notice that they are crushing each other until they are confronted with reality. Are they listening to each other? Are they stepping on each other's toes? However, you can always go down the more qualitative route in which you'll be assessing the same thing, but with questions that are less confronting and that people might just be more open and feeling more safe to answer. So let's take a look at some of these possible questions. Are people showing up on time for meetings? Are they prepared for it? Are they doing whatever was required to be on point, reading the materials beforehand? Anything. Do you observe the team disagreeing on planning or when discussing issues, and yet they are being able to carry out a viable solution despite those disagreements doing everything, together, collaboratively? Does the team celebrate the successes? Do they praise each other for good work, for collaboration? Is there any blaming in the team? Does the team have working agreements in place? And most importantly, do they follow it? It will be, clearly for the definition of done, but also for other team policies. Do team members ask or care when another team member is sick or absent for some reason? Respect isn't that hard to achieve, but I do believe that there is no attention being paid in maintaining it. This is the most damaging value to lose. It is so deeply related to well-being and self-worth. It is also rather connected with another Scrum value, openness. It's the one we are going to talk about next. But for now, we'll stop here. That's it for today's video. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.